Hello guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. In today's video, we're covering Chapter 1 of the Rebellious Apostle of the Harvest Goddess. In this chapter, we meet Chansu, a normal farmer going about his daily life, cutting grass and tending his fields. But little does he know, his simple life is about to change, and he'll be pulled into a world of magic, skills, and adventure. Check out the playlist on our channel so you can enjoy the story from the very beginning and don't miss any updates. Let's dive right in. Chapter 1, The Envoy and the Returnee. The story begins in a beautiful jungle, where we see a massive volcano erupting in the distance. A dinosaur roams nearby, tearing the flesh and eating it. Soon after, 3 humans are shown walking together through the dense jungle. Suddenly, a monster appears from behind them. The group immediately senses its presence and turns around in shock. The monster opens its enormous mouth and charges toward them at high speed. Just then, one of the humans glows with a brilliant blue light. He leaps from the ground, sword in hand, and strikes the monster with precision. In an instant, the creature is torn apart, its hand, mouth, and horn all sliced cleanly. A burst of blood follows as the man calmly slides his sword back into place after landing. The scene abruptly shifts. What we just witnessed was actually a video playing on a large television screen, an advertisement. The words appear. World's Dispatch. Your future awaits. Apply now. Watching this ad is our protagonist. His eyes sparkle with awe and fascination. But before he can dream too deeply, a firm hand rests on his right shoulder. A sharp voice scolds him. Hey you, why are you standing around instead of working? Startled, the protagonist bows quickly and apologizes. The old man continues, his tone stern. This is the problem with youngsters these days. They're always lost in some silly fantasy. Make sure to clear those vines right away. The protagonist nods hurriedly. Yes. Holding a sickle in his hand, he thinks nervously to himself. Oh no, on the very first day, and I've already been marked. The old man keeps rambling from behind. Back in my day, we didn't wait for instructions. We just got things done. Looking at the sickle in his grip, the protagonist steels himself. Oh no, I can't get fired again. Not this time. He begins slashing at the vines quickly and efficiently. The old man freezes, eyes wide in surprise, as he mutters, "Oh my!" In no time, the protagonist clears all the vines with incredible speed and precision. The old man watches in disbelief, then nods approvingly. Would you look at that? To think there are still diligent young folk these days. Just finish that up and you can head home for the day. With that, the protagonist prepares to leave. The protagonist begins walking back home, his thoughts heavy. Maybe it really is nothing but a fantasy for me. As he walks, his inner voice explains the state of the world. Earth has fallen. Like a game whose service has ended, Earth lost its vitality. Then, an unknown absolute revealed the answer. Dispatch to another world. Heroes, known as dispatchers, left Earth to travel across other worlds. And with the vitality they brought back, humanity barely managed to survive. While heading home, he once again sees the advertisement video flashing on a giant screen. He stops in place, staring at it. Then he looks down at the sickle still in his hand. His eyes tighten as he murmurs, "Could I become one too?" The scene shifts. Sometime later, we see him walking through a narrow alley. Breathing out in frustration, he mutters to himself, "Huh, will they call me in for work again tomorrow?" He soon arrives in front of a tall building. At its entrance, the sign reads, Dispatcher Reunion Center. He gazes at it and whispers, "There are a lot of people here today too." Inside, the place is packed wall to wall with people. It's difficult for him to even move through the crowd. He calls out as he pushes past others, "Excuse me, coming through. It's my turn, just a second." Finally, he reaches the counter. The officer seated there glances up and says, "You're Mr. Ochansu, right?" He nods. "Yes. I just wondered if there's been any progress in the investigation." But the officer ignores his question, focused only on the computer screen displaying his data. The monitor shows, Reunion Investigation Deposit Balance. Ochansu paid 4,367,200 Korean wons for dispatcher family search deposit. Yet even after paying such a huge amount, the status still reads, unpaid. The officer frowns and says coldly, "Mr. Chansu, this place isn't running on thin air, you know. If you don't have enough for the investigation costs, come back when you're ready. Next person. Before Chansu can respond, another person shoves him aside. Out of the way. It's my turn. Desperate, Chansu pleads. News. Can't you at least give me some news? At least a clue about which world they're in. But no answer comes. Dejected, he walks out of the crowded building. Behind him, more people struggle to get inside, faces full of despair and frustration. Finally, he reaches home. Slipping off his shoes, he whispers quietly, I'm back. Back at home, Chansu drinks a can of beer, his mind drifting into old memories. When I was little, my father was a top-ranked returnee. But when Earth's condition worsened, he was dispatched again, and in the end, he never returned. Another memory surfaces. He recalls being a child, looking up at his mother as she comforted him. Son, I'll go find your father and bring him back soon. You just need to sleep alone for a few nights, so wait patiently, all right? Chansu sighs. And so, I was left alone. Now, sitting in the dim light, he takes another sip of his drink. His thoughts run heavy. Now even the memories have grown faint. I can barely picture their faces anymore. Suddenly, a flash of brilliant light sparks outside his window. Startled, Chansu rushes over and throws it open. What's happening? His eyes widen in shock. From the heavens, a massive torrent of glowing light pours down like rain, crashing into the earth below. The shockwave slams against his building, throwing Chansu back. He crashes into the wall, just as a clock falls from above, striking his head and knocking him unconscious. Time passes. Slowly, Chansu opens his eyes, groaning as he sits up. What on earth just happened? It felt like my head was splitting open. Buzz, buzz. His phone vibrates on the table. He grabs it, reading the flashing notification. Disaster alert. Turbulence and flash caused by returnee A's reentry. Breaking. State of emergency. S-rank returnee A announces retirement. Chansu blurts out in shock. He retired? Confused, he opens a video on his phone. On screen, a battered S-rank returnee addresses the world. In the end, failing to protect the god, I lost every dispatcher who accompanied me and was forced to return alone. I can no longer dispatch. I have lost both the ability and the qualification. After much deliberation, I had no choice but to announce my retirement. So I humbly ask of you all, please, protect Earth. Do not lose hope. Watching this, Chansu trembles. This can't be real. The headline scrolls across the screen. With fewer and fewer returnees and dispatchers, can Earth survive? Everyday news. Global population falls below 500 million. Likelihood rising that no more returnees will appear. Chansu lowers the phone, whispering in disbelief. He not only failed the mission, but now he's retiring too. Just then, knock, knock. A sound echoed through his apartment. Chansu looked toward the door, surprised. Who could that be at this hour? The knocking continued. As he walked closer, he thought to himself, there shouldn't be anyone visiting me. Meanwhile, down at the entrance, we see a small, cute rabbit holding a tablet, scanning some kind of data. The rabbit called out, Mr. O Chansu? Mr. O Chansu. When Chansu cracked the door open, he saw no one. Puzzled, he opened it wider. Is this some kind of prank? He muttered. But then, Chansu! Chansu! Ah, it's Chansu! Over here. Chansu looked down, and his eyes widened in shock as he stumbled back. A rabbit. A talking rabbit. Trembling, he thought. A rabbit? A talking rabbit? The rabbit spoke calmly. Please, calm yourself. I bring you wonderful news, Mr. Chansu. It held out the tablet toward him and said, Congratulations on becoming a dispatcher. And that's a wrap for this chapter. Thanks so much for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed getting to know Chansu and his first steps into this amazing story. Don't forget, Chapter 2 is already uploaded on our channel, so you can continue the adventure right away. Check it out, and stay tuned for more updates from the rebellious apostle of the Harvest Goddess.